Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Tanealyakimbeauty and this is Beauty. In this video, we're finally going to be doing a look and first impressions with the new Kiko Milano Fruit Explosions collection. This launched early May, I think it was, and I ordered it right after it launched, but it took forever to get here. The Dolce Diva collection, which came out afterwards, arrived before this one did. It literally sat in Southaven, Mississippi, which is about 10 minutes from me. I live in Memphis. It sat there at their FedEx hub for almost 2 weeks, not moving, just sat there. But it finally moved, finally made it to me, and now we are finally doing this video. First of all, just like the Dolce Diva collection, the packaging, the cardboard outer packaging is just so stinking cute. This is what the eyeshadow palette looks like. Look at that. I mean, you get like slices of lemon. It looks like it's a banana. This is just so, oh my God, it's so cute. All the detail that went into this. This is the box that the blush came in. It has little strawberries here, just so stinking cute. And this is the packaging for the liquid blush. It didn't have any new liquid lipsticks in this collection. All they had was lip glosses, and you guys know I don't really use lip glosses, so I just went ahead and I ordered a liquid lipstick from an existing collection. This collection is called Lost in Amalfi. I'm not exactly sure when this came out, but it was on sale for like half off, and this shade is called Rosetto number 5. And as you can see, it's really pretty orange. I just absolutely love orange, and that looks like it's going to be a really good dupe for the Jeffree Star Checkmate shade, which I really like. As you guys know, I've been looking for dupe shades to dupe those orange shades I really love from that brand. But let's go ahead and dive into this Fruit Explosion collection. The first thing we have is the eyeshadow palette. You guys, I can't even. This is so stinking cute. It looks like literally like a slice of kiwi. It is so freaking adorable. The packaging in this one is plastic, whereas the packaging in the Dolce Diva was cardboard as far as the eyeshadow palette. This is what the color story looks like. And I did do swatches ahead of time. You have 5 mattes, including this one in here, and then you have 4 shimmers. It's a really beautiful, basic kind of a neutral story with a pop of the shimmer and the pop of that coral in the middle. Let me go ahead and show you guys the swatches that I did. Like I said, there are 5 mattes, very smooth, buttery formula. They swatch really, really nicely. The shimmers are so creamy, so shiny, very wet looking. I'm so looking forward to putting them on my eyes. There was one shade that looked like it was another matte until I went to swatch it, and it was actually this really creamy, buttery shimmer. So far, I'm really liking the formula in this palette. If I'm sounding a little congestiony or nasally today, guys, this morning was the morning my allergies decided that they were going to be a pain in the ASS. I took some Benadryl, and I also took a Zyrtec, and just takes a minute for that to kind of kick in. So if I do sound a little nasally, that's why. But next we have the pressed highlighter, and as you can see, this looks like the inside of a sliced strawberry. Like if you took a big juicy strawberry, you cut it and you sliced it, that's kind of what it looks like with the red and the seeds. This packaging is so stunning. The eyeshadow palette does not have a fragrance to it, but the highlighter does. Kind of has a nice strawberry fruity smell. But this is what it looks like. As you can see, there are little berries in the inside. I think these are actually raspberries though. They're not strawberries, it looks like. I'm not sure. But it's a really, really beautiful design, beautiful formula. Smells really nice. Looking forward to giving this one a whirl. Let me go ahead and swatch it real quick because I only swatched the eyeshadow palette. I did not swatch the highlighter or the blush. That is what the shine kind of looks like. Let's see what it looks like in a swatch. Nice, deep, shiny kind of a gold there. That's really pretty. And then the last thing I picked up is one of the Fruit Explosion Juicy Blushes. It says shade number 1. There is an actual shade name to it, but it's not written on the packaging. But this is just a really pretty, neutrally kind of coral blush. Very, very creamy. I'm going to do blush and highlight first and then do the eyeshadow because I just want to see what this is going to look like. Hopefully it blends nicely over my powder. Let me go ahead and give you my base product details first. My primer today is the e.l.f. Matte Putty Primer. I like this formula, but I don't find it as pore filling as the original pore primer. I set everything down with the Beauty Bakerie Flour Baking Powder. This shade is in Cassava, one of my absolute favorite formulas, and it really looks nice underneath the eyes too when I set that area. I'm using the Peach Brightening Under Eye Corrector from Milani. I'm really enjoying this. This has been A nice little formula. And I'm also using the Milani Conceal and Perfect Concealer. This shade is in Warm Beige. And for foundation, I pulled out my e.l.f. Camo CC Cream. I've really been enjoying this in the warmer months when you get a little bit sweaty, and this is Warm 355. All right, now let's dive in to these products in this collection. Like I said, the first thing I'm going to do is apply brush. I almost forgot, I got a free gift with purchase with this collection. They sent a really beautiful, nice quality makeup bag. It has all the fruit designs on it, and it's really beautiful, pinky peachy shade. This is absolutely beautiful, and the quality feels really, really nice. Let's go ahead and put a look together real quick. I'm going to start off with the Liquid Juicy Blush, and it does feel really juicy. It's definitely a liquid, not just a cream in a tube. So I'm going to put a couple of dots on my face and then start patting it in with my finger. It's a very beautiful, deep, peachy toned. Okay, so far that is blending out really well. I'm not really having much of an issue with that. It's blending over my powder and foundation. I'm not really seeing a lot of product picking up. I'm going to go ahead and lay down just a little bit more. It looks really deep when you first put it on, but it shears out really, really beautifully. Really nice, peachy, corally summer tone there. That's really, really pretty. I'm going to do the other cheek, and then we'll throw on our highlighter. All right, now let's dive into this highlighter. Take my highlighter brush, lightly go over. I'm trying not to mess up the little berry embossing just yet. This one smells so good. The liquid lipstick also, the liquid blush also does not have a fragrance. Only the highlighter has one. Let's go ahead and sweep this over the cheeks. It's a subtle shine. It's not as shiny as the one in the Dolce Diva. Okay, there we go. Right, that looks smoother. This is a really beautiful formula. It's just not quite as smooth and silky as the one in the Dolce Diva, but this one is a little more creamy. What's the word that I'm looking for? It's a little more dense, maybe is the word, not as lightweight and airy as the one from the Dolce Diva. To work just a little bit harder on this, but it is a really pretty highlighter. The formula is really nice. I will say that if you're somebody that doesn't like fruity sweet scents in their makeup, then you may not like this just based on the fragrance. It's not super heavy, but it is noticeable. All right, now let's put together a look with the eyeshadow palette. I'm going to take the kind of creamy matte here and put that all over. And then I definitely want to take this brown cafe latte shade. Definitely want to put that somewhere, but let's start off with the creamy shade first. Taking that on this fluffy luxe brush. Got this set out of a BoxyCharm. Really nice quality. And I'm just taking the shade and going all over. It's just your basic creamy white neutral shade. Taking that all the way up to the brow bone. I'm going to take the same brush and we're going to dip into that cafe latte shade. The shadows in this palette do not have shade names. And I'm going to lay that into the crease. That is a very beautiful, warm, kind of a caramel neutral shade. That is really pretty. It's blending really, really easily. I don't have like a whole lot of fallout or anything falling on under my eyes or on my face. That is blending out very quickly and very easily. You can put together a very, very quick everyday look with this palette. I'm going to take that corally shade in the middle and go a little bit over that cafe caramel shade just to add a little bit of color. This shade is really, really pretty. I'm trying not to make like a look that looks like the one that I did last time, because that one was, if you remember, the shades in that palette, there's only 4. It was a quad and it was like very coral. So yeah, like a coral burnt orangey kind of a shade along with a deeper shade. So I'm trying not to like have my shadows, my look exactly the same as that one. I'm going to take the same shade on this angled flat brush. I'm going to put that on the lower lash line. This is one of those brushes that came out of that. It was in my last haul in that full wrap brush collection along with the face brushes. This is my first time using this, but I thought this angle would be perfect for getting underneath the eyes. Just want to lay that along the lower lash line, close to my eyes. Close to my lash line, and close to my eyes. You guys, I am so excited about this summer. It's the first summer, after the pandemic of 2020 where, you know, people are getting out again, we're traveling again, we're doing things. My daughter just had the meeting for her cheer squad. They're going to be cheering again in the fall. I am so excited about that for her because, as you guys know, they didn't get to cheer this year, which I don't know. I don't understand why. All the private schools were all open and they were doing just fine with the social distancing and the mask, but Shelby County was not, and they didn't play any sports or anything over the last school year. So I'm very excited that my daughter's going to get back into doing things and getting back into her extracurricular activities. She's also going to Portland, Oregon to see her grandmother. She'll be leaving sometime in the next couple of weeks. I'm taking the creamier shade and going back over this a little bit because I went a little bit heavy on this eye. So we're looking forward to that. It'll be her first time on an airplane. She'll be fully vaccinated. So it should be a nice little trip for her. I'm going to take my little pointy brush here and go into the deepest shade, and we're going to lay that on the outer corner, possibly taking a little bit into the crease. We're also wanting to do like one really nice family trip. We did go to Nashville in March when the kids were on spring break, but we would like to do something this summer, you know, since we can actually really get out and travel and do all that now. We're thinking about Gatlinburg possibly. We know that we want the kids to be able to swim. We would love to be able to go to a lake or something like that. So we're just kind of looking around to see what we can find. We're not wanting to be gone more than like 4, maybe 5 days. So not too long of a trip. All right, now we're going to lay down one of these beautiful shimmers. I love the fact that I didn't get any fallout on my lower lash line. Very happy about that. I think I want to do this peachy corally shimmer here on the eyelid and then take that very light one here in the inner corner. All right, there is like nothing on my eyelid. I might either have to wet the brush or use my finger. Yeah, I'm going to try wetting it first and then using my finger if that's what I have to do. But let's try wetting it first and see if we can pick up something, because right now there's like literally nothing on my eyelid. I've taken a little bit on a more denser, stiffer brush, one that's not so fluffy. I'm going to spray a little bit with this Conceal and Define spray from Makeup Revolution. So let's see, Revlon Makeup Revolution. See if I get a little bit more payoff. If not, then I'm going to have to use my finger, which is fine. Sometimes, you know, shimmers work that way, and there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, there we go. All right, now that's on the eyelid. It's a very pretty peachy shimmer. It's not showing up as shiny on my eyelid as it's showing up in the palette. I'm going to go ahead and lay some down with my finger. I'm not really getting the payoff that I'm wanting with the brush. And, you know, like I said, that happens sometimes. I have plenty of shimmers, even, you know, my more expensive palettes that sometimes you just have to use your finger on. A lot of times shimmers are that way. They just perform better using a finger than using a brush. That's very pretty. It's more like a satin shimmer. It's not a super shiny, wet type of a look. It's just a very soft kind of a shine. Now I'm going in with the lightest shade here, and I'm going to put that in my inner corner. It's not super shiny, but it is definitely brightening that area. I'm happy with that. Sometimes we don't always need a super shiny shadow or shimmer going on. Just a little bit of brightness is sometimes all we need. I think I'm going to take just a little bit of that same shade and just kind of go across my brow bone. I don't usually highlight my brow bone, but I don't know, I just wanted a little something there. Before I throw on my liner and lashes, I'm going to go ahead and set everything down with the same Conceal and Define setting spray from Revolution Beauty. I really like the sprayer on this bottle. It gives me a very nice, fine, even mist. No spots where it's just spurting on my face. Absolutely love this. The fragrance I'm not too happy about, though. It is kind of strong, but I do like the formula. I'm going to go off camera, do my liner and my lashes, and then we'll test out the slip product. For my waterline, I'm going to use this ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in Exit, and then I'm going to do my wing in the ColourPop liner in BFF. And then for my lashes, I'm going to be using these AOA Studio Natural Lashes in Rita. These are in my Shop Miss A haul. I just love the fact that they're short in the inside and then longer and flared on the outside. So I'm going to throw these on, and then we'll come back and we'll test out our lip. All right, and we are back. I really like these lashes. I love the flare. They're giving me a really, really pretty cat eye effect. These are absolutely gorgeous. I went ahead and I lined my lips as well. I'm using the ColourPop lip liner in Bumble. Now let's go ahead and try this lipstick. I'm loving this orangey shade. It looks very, very much like the Checkmate shade, kind of between Checkmate and Are You Filming? I think this is going to be a nice replacement for those. Oh yeah. Beautiful bright orange. Oh, that's beautiful. The formula is very smooth. Feels really good going on. It's very, very nice. This is a matte liquid lipstick and long wearing, so it will dry down. So that is the final look. What do you guys think? I think it came out really pretty. I really enjoyed working with this collection. Let's go ahead and do some final thoughts. First of all, the Juicy Blush. I really like this formula. As you guys know, I've been trying to test out more cream and liquid blush and highlighters, and this is a really, really nice formula. It's lightweight. It's definitely a liquid. I put a little bit on my cheek with the doe foot and then tapped it out with my finger, and it blended and sheared out absolutely beautifully. It doesn't look like I just have blush on my cheek. It looks very natural, like I just have this very natural flush of color. Very, very beautiful. I might pick up a few more shades of this. I really like this formula. The highlighter was nice too, but you have to kind of go in and press a little bit more into it to get the product on and then blend it in. It blended in beautifully. I like the way that the finish is on my skin, but I did have to work with it and blend it out just a little bit. It's not as lightweight and smooth as the one in the Dolce Diva collection, but it's still a beautiful formula. The eyeshadow palette was really beautiful too. I enjoyed all the mattes. They blended out perfectly. I did have a little bit of issue with this little peachy corally shimmer here. In the swatch, it was really shiny, wet looking, but it didn't blend that way on my eyelid. I tried wetting it. I used my finger. I did get a little bit of a shine. I mean, it looks really, really pretty. This is kind of like a nice subtle shine for an everyday look, but if you're looking for something that's going to be super, super shiny and wet, I didn't really get that from this shade. Same thing with the lighter cream shade here. It was very brightening. I used it in my inner corner and on my brow bone. It's not like a super shiny highlighty shade, but it lightened up and brightened the inner corner area very, very nicely. I do like the effect that I got. The last thing was the Lost in Amalfi lip color. This was not part of the Fruit Explosion. Like I said, they didn't actually have any liquid lipsticks in that collection. This collection is still on their website, so you can get all the products from this one. And I really like this lipstick. I absolutely like this formula. It is dried down, as you can see. No transfer. It feels incredible. It feels completely matte, but it's opaque. It does not feel dry. It looks very smooth. This shade is definitely a dupe shade that I can use as a dupe shade for those Jeffree Star orange lipsticks that I really like. So I can slowly start working through those and get those out of my collection. Very nice formula. Love the shade. If you like these types of videos, you can give it a thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed and part of my family, I would love it if you'd consider subscribing. And if you'd like to be notified of any videos that may be coming up in the future, just be sure to tap the notification bell down below. You'll be notified each and every time. Also, be sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Be safe, take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.